week of the year here. This year has gotten off to a really incredible start. Amazing market activity. Well, we're going to do this again. As you know, I'm constantly repeating this mantra to you. Good morning, guys. Constantly repeating this mantra to you that there's not very much we can do to prepare. We sit back, we relax. If you want to, you can get a little head start on where some of your favorite stocks are likely to open in relationship to their Fab 4, the 200. So you can get a little head start about 6 or 7 minutes before the open. Where is your stock likely to open? Are there any excessive gaps on your list, up or down, and things of that nature, so that you can start categorizing? So the wide gaps do get a lot of attention from me off the open. So anything that's opening up big or down, up or down big, gets the highest level of attention. And I would say that the second group is anything that I see opening at or near the 200 and powering off of, but that's more of me waiting for the open. I can't get a head start jump on that. I can't get an advanced view of something powering, power moving off of the 200. That's after the open. So the only thing that I can really get a head start jump on is, do I have something that's seems to be gapping up big or down big? And that's really it. And so like on a morning like to this morning, I take a glance at my stocks and I don't really see that. Nothing that I'm aware of here. You know, Nvidia has a little gap here going on, $2. Apple's got a small gap. This is nothing excessive though. Nothing out of the ordinary. So we sit back, we relax. Get my pen up here. And we let the market reveal to us. MU is gapping up, okay. All right. But listen, that's another point that I think is worthy of mentioning here this morning. That I don't I don't want my traders searching in the morning. Like, you have to watch yourself. You should be waiting, not searching. There's a huge difference. Okay? You should be frantically looking around, flipping through charts. You should not be a flipper. You should be a waiter. And you wait for something that you know so well to step up. Something should be almost like a gift that has your name on it. And you wait for that gift to show up. Are there times that it won't show up? Of course. But most of the time, one of your gifts will. You have so many. Elephant bar, nice tail bar in the right location, bull 180, bear 180. You have the gifts. So you sit and wait. And it's always gift location, gift location. It's not just the gift, you need the gift in the right location. Don't ever forget that. All right? It's gift location. Gift location. Don't feel like you're missing anything inside of the first 2 minutes. Yes, there are at times very clear, unmistakable anticipation scenarios, but not all the time. Not all the time. NVIDIA's gapped up, positive territory, negative bar here. It's still early. MU is gapped up and is so far holding well. We're closing in on the first 2 minutes. Looks like okay. So technically, if MU takes out the high, that could be a buy scenario. Someone who wants to give it a shot on the sell side with a tight stop and reverse above the high, that's a play as well. That's a little more aggressive, but that's a play as well. Um, there's the move. Here's the move above the high coming back. There you go. There's your MU buy right there. Okay. So your MU has triggered. You've got to try to not stop out anywhere in this gap area because that is your support zone down here. Not the easiest morning I see. A lot of things in the trap zone. Microsoft in the trap zone. Twitter sort of in the trap zone. Apple in the trap zone. JPM in the trap zone. It's a lot of things across the board doing that. So not the easiest morning. How in the trap zone. All right, MU is following through on the buy a little. I haven't done anything yet talking to you here. I'll walk you through your morning very carefully. What else is going on? Starbucks in negative territory, but had a positive initial bar here off the open. Oh, not as easy as one might think there. So Apple and Nvidia both have failed to produce strong follow through. So look at this 200, right? This 200 should serve as a bounce, but that bounce might be a shortable bounce for me. All right. So we're going to see. I want to see how it bounces off that 200. I want to see. I want to see if it's able to bounce nicely. And is it a violent bounce or is it one of those just the ball is bouncing after having a violent drop? Now, now believe it or not, guys, if we don't bounce, I'm going to try this a small short without the bounce. But the bounce is the better play for me. Now, I'm in the trap zone, but what I have here, guys, see what I have is a big enough drop in that trap zone where now I've got this to work with. You know, we'll see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I want the bounce though. I prefer the bounce. I prefer to go into negative territory first because that's the bigger play for me. I want to see how the bounce materializes. This looks like it's having a hard time bouncing so far, but we'll see. There it is. Uh, NVIDIA is trying to bounce as well. It's not having the easiest time here. Oh, I don't want to bounce much. Hmm. There's 1500 on that. So I'm just going to watch the bounce now, see what happens here. So guys, see what I did was I took the short here. I always feel better in the play, but I really wanted the bounce to materialize, right? First. But I got this little drop here and decided to take the change. Now let me watch the bounce. I'm flat. But I was okay going into negative territory with that position to make it much bigger on the bounce. I was okay with that. I just got the small change first. And guys, that is one of the reasons I usually take a play early before I even when I think I've got a counter trim bounce against me, because in my experience, it's 50-50. So 50% keep going when I expect a bounce and 50% bounce. So I don't want to, I can deal with the bounce because I want the bounce. So I'm not afraid of that. But I don't want to miss the 50% that keep going that might give me 1,500, 2,000. So I usually take it anyway. Does that make sense? 50-50. I can deal with the 50% that bounce because that's what I want in the first place. But what about the ones that don't bounce and I'm sitting there waiting with my thumbs in my pockets? So that's what I do. First, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 8 minutes of the trading day. What are you guys doing? Are you in anything? What are you guys in? Tyler, you're in MU? All right, guys, first 8 minutes, 8 minutos, 1500 con mis bebecitos. Boom, boom. Long Baba? Oh, you must like to make things really hard, don't you, Federico, huh? You like that? You like to do things the hard way? Yeah? I thought you meant Baba there for a minute. Sorry about that. Yeah, Abba looks a little bit different. Abba's detached a little bit from its link with Baba as much. But that's a little different. I still think there are better things out there because, guys, a stock can create a mini trap zone, right? So you see this bar? So here's the top. This bar is your problematic bar. Okay? So you got your 200, you're playing off the 200, but this range is problematic. You can tell by the bounce back into the range collapsing again. So now you're coming back into the range and it's trying to collapse again. This is shooting negativity to the right. That fat, violent bar is shooting negativity to the right. Wow, square, guys. Powerful comeback, new highs on the day. Off that 200, see, this took out its negative bar right there with the RBI. I missed my secondary opportunity in Baba talking to you, but in a sense, that's what you, no, I mean in Apple. What am I talking about? It's Apple. I was looking at the wrong charts here. I was waiting for Apple to bounce, remember, but I didn't get the bounce like up in this area. I like that area. But I should have hit it up on the elimination of that green again. But guys, there's undoubtedly there are times I can be missing as much as $1,500 to $3,000 talking to you. It's crazy, right? But you're worth it, no? You're worth it. That's really what you pay me for, actually. Nice on the PayPal, Jan. Nice. Nice. And you got some idiots out there saying, "Oh, but if you're so good of a trader, why do you charge to teach people?" It's, are you a stupid idiot or are you a stupid idiot? Which one? Choose for me. If your trading mentor is any good, he's losing money teaching you. If he's terrible, he's saving himself from losing money by teaching you. So anyone who asks you that or says that, you know, has no experience as a successful trader. None, zero. Because all successful traders know if I'm going to sit here and take my attention off the market during the market, I will invariably lose an opportunity here and there. That opportunity could be 1,500, 3,000, 2,000. That costs me money. Now, if it's for a good cause, because I'm building someone to trade my money one day, I will take that sacrifice. I lose every time I take this mic, every single time. You guys want to know my average day when I didn't have students was a little less than $40,000 a day. You see me post gains like that today? I mean, that's a little unfair because I don't trade the way I used to trade before, but all right. Thank you, Elvira. I appreciate that. JR, man, what are you doing? Making money over here? Nvidia, nice move. Nice, Tony. I just want to know who's making money today. Who's making money today so far? Not the easiest morning. Who's making money? Me. Haciendo dinero. ¿Quién es haciendo dinero? Wow, wow. Muchos, todos. Haciendo dinero con Oliver. Boom. I love it. PayPal, nice. The MU went for you guys, right? Yeah, nice. So, guys, let me cover this. Here is MU's Fab 4 block, right? But let's say MU has a strong drop like that. So it opens here and it has a strong drop like that. Now it's doing this. So here's a secondary trap zone. Now a secondary trap zone is between the high and this. This whole area becomes, it's not as powerful a trap zone as this, but it's a secondary one, you know? Because now this becomes huge resistance above you, the top part of the negative drop, and the top of the Fab 4 is your support. So now you're trapped between this. And a lot of times this will beat any move back up down again. And that's the Baba situation, right? Where, all right, your trap zone is here, the original one, but the drop, now here's your secondary trap zone. It makes moves up hard, you know? You see? Makes them hard because this red bar is shooting this way, shooting darts that way. See? But notice how things can cannot, like MU did not fall susceptible to having now a secondary one it has to fight through. It never had one. So that's a cleaner play, right? NVIDIA worked through its secondary trap zone. It dropped. See? What's one of the signs that you're likely to work through it? If you get a power bar back up. These are nuances that with years of experience, they just become very natural to you. The things that you don't will ultimately not have to think about because they're ingrained neurologically in your system, like walking today. All right, what else is going on here? Can I review JD? Sure. Okay. I see the play off the open here. I see it. Hmm. And you don't want to get stopped out in this area, right? So you got to go maximum loss per trade wherever that puts you. I don't know where that puts you, but you got to try to go maximum loss per trade. And there you go. I mean, it's a little sloppy now, but you still should be in the trade. Be careful about adding too much because every add is going to bring your maximum higher and higher. And like I said, you don't want to get stopped out here. So if an ad brings your stop in a ridiculous stop out location, then that's not your ad yet. You got to wait for this to start moving, really. Does that make sense? Julian, does that make sense? Be careful of your ads, guys. Be aware of what they're doing. Don't just add because you have an ad opportunity without considering where that moves your stop. Some of you are adding so much and you're unaware that you just moved your stop like pennies away from where you are. So now you're just asking the stock to just knock you out of the game. That's not playing the game smart. When you move your stop so close that a little tiny jiggle or wiggle from the stock can knock you out. Why make it easy to get knocked out? Yeah, Mary, you got to stop doing that. Like every ad is not yours. You know, I was talking about this on Friday with the black team. Listen, every dollar is not your money in the world, right? There are bad dollars. Do you know there's bad money, like stealing from old ladies walking on the street? Can one possibly make money snatching an old woman's purse? Yes. But is that the kind of money you want to make? No. So there are times you're going to make money doing something wrong, but that's not the way you want to make your money because in the end you're going to wind up in financial jail. And so you just got to be careful. You got to make sure you're playing the game intelligently. So my general guideline, guys, if you added if you if you are adding more than twice and your stock has not moved really, you're in trouble. I'm not crazy about the second ad and your stock has not moved on you yet. I'm not crazy about that. I prefer one ad, and if you're not profitable, if it's not moving, if it's not going in your favor, I don't know if there should be another ad yet. Because that's where your problematic stop outs come from, right? It's not that stopping out is your problem. Your problem is you're stopping out with a lot of shares in the play. And so the stop outs are big because you've added 3 or 4 times. Do you follow what I'm saying, guys? All right. MU. Let me check out the MU. Did you take some profits off the table yet, Ellen? Is that Ellen asking me? Is that Ella, Ella? All right. Yeah, I would have. Guys, this would have been my profit bar actually, right there. You know, you got your 30 cents or more, you got your 3 pushes there. How many lots did you have, Ella? Jan, you took profits there too. So you had 3 lots. Oh yeah, definitely, Ella. At the very least one, right? At the very least one. You know, you got 30 cents or more, you got 3 pushes. One, two, three, and follow through. Well, Square Power trending in a way. NVIDIA was very similar to Square, very similar. Oh, well, that's not necessarily smart either, Ender. I don't like that. You can't let an individual bar change your whole plan. So when you got into the play, Ender, where was your stop? 3250. And so why would one single bar spook you? So one little wrinkle turned you into a liar. Now your stop's not there. Like if you're that easily moved, you're going to have a hard time. You have a hard time at this game. You've got to practice standing your ground. And you can't allow the stock to put a Halloween costume on and say, boo, and shake you out of your plan. If your word is that easy to break, you're going to have a hard time. So work on that. Boom. Nice, JR. Nice. QCOM? Yeah, let's take a look at QCOM. All right, so talk to me. Let me know what you did here. Looks like it's a good day, JR. I just I just read I just read a quote from someone. I found it kind of hilarious here. If you need motivation, go look at your freaking bank account. I love it. All right. I couldn't add because you shorted the second bar. All right. Um, you couldn't add because my stop would be too close to the 200. Okay. Uh, well, look, this is a good one to cover, guys, because I need all of your attention on this. Um, we just had a conversation about adding too much and being aware of where an ad moves your stop. All right. Well, listen, let me tell you something. Let's say, so I'm thinking you're saying you shorted here, right? How many lots did you short, Pedro? And your maximum loss per trade is how many dollars? Oh, shoot. Wait a minute, guys. I'm missing money. Hold on. I'm missing money here. What the heck is going on here? No, not really. Not really. The square coming in hard. Video coming in mildly. Just looking across the board here, guys. Give me just a second. Microsoft approaching lows. Hmm. Apple coming off of its 200. All right. So let me get back to QCOM. I just wanted to make a quick assessment here, guys. Um, so what is your maximum? It's 150. So you've only got 75 cents to play with two lots, right? All right. So that's fine. That puts your maximum loss around here, right? More or less. Okay. Now, what Pedro is saying is that you couldn't add here because that would have moved his maximum stop loss closer. But this is where you want it closer. Because if you add here, right, and your stock takes this out, if your stock takes that out, you don't want it, Pedro. Do you understand? So there's a moment where you can bring it close. It's smart to bring it close because you're at the do or die point. This should not, this bear 180 should not be violated. If you're shorting and adding here, that should not be. If that's violated, I am telling you, you're in the wrong stock. Get out anyway. So don't be afraid to add at those important points like that. That's different. Same thing here. Boom. If your stock can take out that after a run like that, trust me, you don't want it. Even if that brings your stop down to there, fine. So yeah, you can add where you have those scenarios where you say, I don't want this anyway, guys. Look at my additional gains coming here, guys. In the BABA. But it's more of a scalp here. Hoping it can hit me and not disappear on me here. Playing somewhat of a dangerous game here. Not dangerous, but hold on, puppy. There we go. Oh shoot, I went too wrong. Went too far. I always do that. Always do that. Shoot. right, there we go. Shoot. I had my 3,000 and lost it. I lost it by over covering. I over covered and lost it. Tail, 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 tail. Just took a scalp back to that 20. Does that helps, Pedro? That helps? All right. Okay, guys, just a little less than 3,000, casi 3,000 con mis bebecitos. Wah, wah. Yeah, you got me today, Tony. All right, so what did you make today? What did you guys? Who got the bag today? Who got the bag? Who got the bag? Who got the bag today? Who got the bag today? Who got the money? ¿Quién tiene el dinero? Dinero, dinero, dinero. You got the bag, yeah. Boom. I love it. Bagged it. I love it. Guys, do I have I don't have any sessions or anything like that today, do I? Santiago, do I have any sessions today? Microsoft, new lows, guys, new lows. All right, cool. All right, guys, I am going to gonna head out. Open house tomorrow. Okay, I love it. The open house is that open to the public? Like the open house to the public? Is that what you mean, Arturo? Yeah, yeah. Dan usually takes care of those things. See if I can pop Hop in. No, no, I'm not on the beach, Tony. I'm up north. Nice, man. Let's let everybody know that. Awesome. Yeah, I know the feeling, Arturo, because you want to be able to trade at night too, right? After dinner or something? What's the matter with that? Can't sleep? Get up and trade a few. I love it. I love that. All right, guys, I'm going to bow out on you. Listen, enjoy the rest of your trading day. Remember these lessons about adding today. There's two major lessons that came out of today, guys. Ads, be careful. If you're adding more than twice and you're not profitable, it's probably a bad idea. You're in trouble. Be aware of where your ads move your stop. All right. Every ad is not yours if it moves your stop to a stupid location. That's one. Lesson number two, remember, well, it was actually lesson number one, but the second lesson was secondary trap zones. Your stock can form a secondary trap zone with a powerful move. So then the top of that move down becomes the top of your secondary trap zone, or the same thing on the upside. So just keep those things in mind. All right. Every day we inch forward with a new piece of information, a new piece of knowledge, a new aha moment, a new realization, a new breakthrough. You add these things together day by day, week by week. And one day you reach that tipping point where it all comes together in a flash. And that's what we're working toward. All right, ciao for now, guys.